Come here now, girl.
Hello and welcome to WhatsMap, your one-stop shop for everything workshop. I'm BonBonB and you're very, very welcome. Well, it's Monday, we are back to the top of the workshop, the most popular map of the moment, and it's this one. It does have something quite obscure in common with Saturday's map, a cracking map called Fairhaven, which had the same name as a very popular episode of Star Trek Voyager, which was one of my favourite shows of the 90s. This one, it's got the same name as my all-time favourite episode of Black Mirror. Not just saying that for effect. If you asked me to name one episode of Black Mirror, it would be this one. And so, yeah, could be a good map. But before we have a look at the map, just one thing to do. It's the daily reminder. That's right, hitting that like button really does support the channel, gets me seen by more people and helps me grow a little bit more every single day. Thank you for your support. Today's map is San Junipero by Rad Willy. Great looking thumbnail. In fact, there's a lot of good things going on here, including Owl's theme, and anything with Owl's theme is always going to be good. There's your start square. That looks very promising. Lots of flat buildable space in there, it looks like. There is your terrain heights, and again, lots going on there. Lots of buildable space around the bay, which is good. And then we have the resources, which look like that. Oil out at sea. Bit plain mostly, though. Mostly for a city build, probably. Fishing, including, look, tuna in the bay. Where else would tuna be? In the bay. Excellent. And then off to the workshop. What do we need? Well, it's a mass transit map. You will need mass transit for this one. There's a whole list of things like rocks and the lighthouse there and the Bay Bridge. Be Squigelhausen's easy for me to say. Bay Bridge. There's a coral reef pack and all sorts of bits and bobs, and more rocks and trees, and Owl's Los Angeles theme, and the Relight Average LUT, and more rocks down there as well, and some reeds, and some maple trees, and unlimited trees mod, and just lots going on. Lots going on. Okay, now we're going to start off on showing you we're right at the edge, we're deep in the fog, so what happens out here stays in the fog. We're not going to mark anything down on this minor bit of glitchery that's going on with the road. You have a look at the terrain glitching about there. Get down low enough, you could probably make out some blue mantle. I'm letting that go, but if I didn't show it, somebody would spot it and they'd say, oh, it's favoritism or something, and I'm not having it. So I'm showing it, but I'm just also saying I won't worry about it. Is it perfect? No. Does it matter? Really, no. Not at all. Okay, right, so down to the highways, and we've got a really nice highway and rail network here. Now we have got, I think this is the US roads pack. I didn't mention about the road subscriptions. Got a little bit of glitching where the dark road meets the light grey road, and there's nothing really that the creator could do apart from not choose one or the other. Then as we head down, I'll just show you that is a lovely little bridge there, probably a bit of a stretch, could have used an extra pillar in there. And then we've got some bad glitching going on here, which again, Move It mod, in fact we'll do that now, Move It mod will fix that in a split second, boom, done, fixed. Again, we are right away from the 25 tiles, so let's not worry. This worries me a bit more though. We have got the river networks, which is a great mod, and it's, yeah, don't worry about the fact that the rivers are a little bit dry. I'm more bothered by the fact that they've got trees clipping through the bridges there. We will talk more about the water fill in the rivers a bit later on. My first instinct is that if we're looking at the LA, this is kind of a take on the LA area, not a copy, but a take. If we're looking at this kind of area, those rivers, they do get down to a trickle at times. Okay, so we're not we're out of the rainy season, we're into the dry season, the heat of the summer. There's virtually nothing in them, so you could make an argument for that. I'm going to make an argument against it later on, a passing argument. I'm not going to make an argument. I'm going to make a passing statement, and then you can make your own minds up. But as such, it doesn't bother me that they're virtually empty. Like here, there's like no water in at that location, where it evaporates away, and that is what is actually going to be the problem there. There's your first intersection. Again, very nice intersection work. You're going to like all of the intersections here. The main problem with this map is going to be, and where with their last map, where they got the 9 stars, they got 2. Hang on, it's that bit more glitch. Don't mind that. That looks like a bit of sand's just been blown across the road. Can I actually let that go? Yeah, their last map, which got the 9 stars back in episode 598, all that time ago. They only got 2 stars for detailing. So detailing was always the problem for them. And this map, there are detailing issues again. You can actually see that there's a vast improvement made on their detailing work, and I think we can definitely give them a little nod to that. But the problems with detailing on this map are quite in your face. There aren't many of them, but they are, but you can't hide from them, okay? Next intersection looks like this. Again, a very nice looking intersection, very well worked. A lot of time has been spent working these. These aren't just plopped. These are plopped and worked as well. Then we come down here, we have a toll bridge. I don't mind this at all. That looks pretty reasonable to have a toll bridge at that location. And now we're heading across towards the start square kind of area. Now we have an island in the middle here. On the first glance, it looks quite nice. We've got the tunnel running through the island. I quite kind of like it. But if you come down and look at the bottom tier of this, it starts to look a bit glitchy. We've got a bit of a ramp going up and in there. We've got a bit of a bump before we go in. A bit of blue mantle on the underside. Not the last time you'll see a blue mantle today. It's just a bit clunky. And over here, you can see we've even got a little bit of concrete cutting across the road as well. And then we've got blue mantle underneath and a bit of a ramp going up. It's just a little bit clunky. I've got to be honest, it's not the easiest thing to do. So I'm not saying should have done better. What I'm saying is it wasn't done better, but it was a tough ask in the first place. So I think that's fair comment, I think. Going down to Start Square, which looks just about like this. And in the Start Square, we have got a lovely little asset pack. This is the Sampola School, or as I said in the Steam Weekly Chart Show, the Sampola School. No, Sampola School by Ionwind. This is a pack, a modular pack of 5 different buildings. You pop together in any way that you like. There's instructions on how to do it and copy the thumbnail, which I haven't done. I've just done a quick fix. But you know, you can put it. You're going to make a good. You're going to make a good school out of this, no matter what you do, aren't you? Let's face it. Factoids, because factoids. The Emperor Louis Nelson, who was born today in 1808, had quite a few prostitutes supplied to him by his wife, no less, who supervised them extensively and meticulously, their washing of their hands and stuff like that before getting down to business. But they were instructed never, ever to touch his imperial face. Let's face it, you know, you're not that bothered about, you know, mind you, in this current, it's, you know, wash your hands before you touch anything, don't you? Sorry, Sampola School by Ionwind. That's an amazing asset pack and highly regarded. Highly regarded by me, that is. I like that. I would definitely want to use that one. Right, back down to the highways. Again, we've got some really nice looking highway networking going on here. I'm imagining we've got the parallel road tool in action and well used as well. And another slick little intersection here. Not too much to say about. I'm going to skip mostly over this. Is there a little bit of blue mantle underneath there? Wee little bit of blue mantle. Not the worst though we've seen. And then we're heading off roughly in the direction of the edge of the map. But before we get there, there's plenty to see. In fact, we're going to jump off of the highway and take the sea route, the bendy national road that just it's the old road, I would suggest, was probably what we're looking at there. But we're not there yet. We've got another intersection here, again with the dark road meeting in with the grey road. Also a little bit of a head of a street lamp there. I don't mind that too much either. You can imagine that being some sort of glitch in the actual highway itself. Bit glitchy there where it all merges in together. But then we got Bisquickelhausen's Bay Bridge. And this has been done brilliantly and beautifully, and high credit for this as well. Unfortunately, when we get back to ground on the opposite side, we've got this intersection, and you may already see it, but we have got some pillars doing some very nasty things in the intersection there. It's not going to affect gameplay, but it's not very pretty. Also not pretty is what's going on underneath. A little bit glitchy with the roads. I don't mind it too much, but I think, again, it could be just a little bit more polished under there. and then we'll follow the national road along. It's taking us towards the, I'm not going to say the essential lighthouse, it's a custom lighthouse, but it's essential to have a lighthouse on this map, I feel. That's one of my favourite parts of the map, and we'll look at that later. The parts on this map that are exceptional are exceptional. Currently, I'm picking out lots and lots of bits that I can mark down. Loving the old, is it Ronic69 who made these waves? They're really, really well done. And then we've got a little bay entrance here. The bridge is just a little bit too low. We've got a little bit of water running through on the underside of that. And then we're heading now along the coast road. Very nice, very pretty, very scenic. And you could do little settlements down here, little fishing locations. I quite like that idea. Yes, the bits are good, and I haven't really settled on any of the good bits yet, apart from saying how good the intersections are. The bits that are good are very, very good. The bits that are bad, just you can't not look at them. Okay, there's none of these things that I could have really flown by and ignored, apart from possibly the street lamp that just had its head sticking through. I could have skipped over that. The rail is excellent. The rail is exceptional. You can't go far wrong. It's a pretty flat map, but it's been done well. The stretches of rail, it's not winding around. It's just a long straight line of rail. It feels like America. I kind of like it. I kind of like it. Again, this is just slickly just following through. This is going to take us down into the start square area, and then our time will be up. Then we'll do the old intermission thing. We'll come back and the intermission. I think we'll do the water tutorial, because there's definitely some water issues with this map. So anybody watching this wondering what they could do better, possibly watch that little tutorial. It'll give you a few ideas. And anyway, we're into Start Square area now, so prepare yourself for the intermission. We'll come back and ask you, do you think this map will have shipping? Well, place your bets now. Back in a moment.
Are you struggling with water physics in the game? Are you constantly drowning and flooding your soggy little sins? Then you need the Beginner's Guide to Water Physics by BonBonB. Click the information button now.
And so back to San Junipero by RadWilly1. And shipping routes. Yes, we have shipping routes, and they're good. They're good. I'm saying it out loud. They're good. We've got this one that comes in from the side of the map along the coast, far enough out from the coast as well. We've got the old little turning circles there, very nice. Then they go under the middle of the Bay Bridge, perfectly positioned shipping route. Shipping route on this map is excellent, honestly. Then we've got another little turning point here that'll take you into the bay itself and through the middle of the bridge there. And then we've got this one that comes out this way. This is going to go up the river. You might argue that this one up the river is a bit of a stretch. Well, you can say that. I'm okay with it. It's fine. Even this bit that goes just close either side of the pillar there. Look, 2 years ago, that was completely acceptable. So I'm accepting it now. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. And then it just goes up, right the way up the river there. Very slick. Water flow. Right, this is the river that leads down to the Start Square Bay. And you can see we've got a bit of a stop-start river going on here. But we knew this already. This isn't the Start Square though. This isn't the water that you'll be drawing from. We're now entering the bay, and you'll see that we've got water starting up there with a kick, and we have water flow pushing down the deep part of the bay there. But what about the shallow areas? And more importantly, what about our Start Square, which is this kind of area here? Well, we've got water flow out in the deeps, but very little motion. There is some motion, but there's very little around here. Just something to consider if you are reliant on having water flow through your Start Square. Of course, LA, so water towers is a realistic option, I would suggest. Okay, it looks really good, this map. Looks really, really good. It doesn't look 5-star, but it does look really good. We've got some really nice features as well, like we have up here, we've got a reservoir with the dam. And if we have a look at the dam, we've got a little pool of water on the downside of the dam, and then a little bit of a... That could be leveled out. This is obviously where the network rivers are starting, though. And we've got a whole various selection of the network rivers, like this one with the rocks. I think it's the mountain stream, I think this one's called. This is from memory. I didn't read this off the screen. No, this is just... I'm sure this is the mountain one, anyway. And it's completely dry. And again, I can deal with that. I can deal with it. Then that then merges with this one. Unfortunately, the way they merge, you can actually see there is that little straight. It's not a natural merge. Now this is like your country stream or something like that, and it's a kind of stop-start one as well. Now for me, there's no real consistency with the rivers. They are stop-start, and we'll just have a look. Oh, this is where your tuna is. Look at this. This is deep. And there's good strong water flow here, so you will find tuna in this bay here. If you really want tuna, you can do it right there. But yeah, the water flow in those streams, I feel that we do need. I know they've said in the responses to the comments about the water flow that they don't want to do the little top-up rivers, the top-up water spawns, because it doesn't look realistic. Well, is this good? I don't know. It's a bit too unpredictable. If it was going to be dry, I would suggest it would be dry, not little patches of water here and there. So yeah, I'm not entirely sold on this. And if you want to be really picky, this one has got plenty of water in it. That's fine. Well, we've got some drowned trees in the water spawn point. Again, does it matter? Does it really? No, nobody's going to see that when you're building a city all the way over there on the flat bit of land. So we probably could turn a blind eye to these things. But again, I have to point them out. But they do look really lush, these valleys. They do look very lush indeed. Again, using a great theme, a great LUT. Chosen good choices, good positions of the trees, basic positions of the trees. We haven't got any blending and bleeding from one area to another. They're just in the valleys, and that's fine. Got some of these I'm sure these are Grey Flames rocks, aren't they? And this is good rock work and good tree work along the river edge as well. So there are some exceptional areas. That's a fine area up there, if not completely overworked. Don't need everything to be overworked either, as long as it's workable. And we got a nice feature area down there. I did promise you the Essential Lighthouse does look good. It's not the Essential Lighthouse, it's a lighthouse. Again, the great rock work there as well. Everything just looks perfect. I'm really happy with that. We've even got the lapping waves as well as a little extra feature. Not essential, but quite nice. We've also got some islands over here as well. Just a little show you this. This is just this could have been just completely ignored, but it's fine. It's just adds a little bit more to the map, and why not? But anyway, what do you think of this map? Is it a 1-star map? Is it a 5-star map? Is it somewhere in between? Your vote really does count. We'll use it at the end of the month for the Viewer's Choice Top 10. Will this be one of the top 10 maps of the month? Only you can decide. What do I think? I think it's going to be in that top 10, you know. I think it's going to be in there, but how far up? Only time will tell. And speaking of time, the time has come for my ratings. And so aesthetically, I think it's really quite nice. I think it's a long way from 5 stars, mind you, but I feel I like the overall design of it. I think it all comes together. I think I can give it a 4th star. Lowish 4, but it's still 4-star map. Details. This has got potential to be a 4-star map, but there is a lot of really glaring, in-your-face little errors that aren't going to take long to fix, but they are there, and I don't feel that I can award it 3 stars because there's just too many little things that need fixing. So I'm going to go high 2 with the acceptance that there are some 4 or 5-star areas on the map. Definitely very nice, the good bits. Gameplay potential. Yeah, this is a playable map. This is a map I think a lot of us will want to play, and a lot of us won't care about fixing the little bit of tweaks that need doing here and there. So I'm gonna go 4 stars. Would it possibly mean 5? Possibly. San Junipero by Rad Willy. That's a map that is pretty strong. It's pretty strong. If you're looking to do an LA copy, then yeah, but you might want to add a few more spawn points along those rivers. Really low ones, like 0.1 or even 0.005s, just to top it up. Keep it topped up all the way along. I think that would really help the map out a lot. Anyway, that's just my opinion. Thank you very much for watching, for commenting, for liking and for subscribing. And yes, do comment your opinions. We do read them. I do read them eventually, and I will reply to some of them. Thanks for watching.